Hello and welcome to Pure Word Creations. My name is Tahira. As you can see, I am back at home in my craft room. I have a little time at home before I go back out on tour. And I have a journal here, a custom order journal that was ordered by one of our merchandise people on tour for the Dear Evan Hansen tour. She has since gone on to another show, but it was great getting to know her and getting to talk about journaling and music and art and food. And this is the journal that I created for her. Um, there is this ribbon that's holding everything. And as you can see, there is an art print by GDB. And it was originally meant to be inside an acetate pocket on the front of the cover, but as you can see, the print is quite large. It's a 5 by 7 print, and I think the last time I put a GDB print on top of a journal, it was a 4 by 6. So, but I still wanted her to have it, so here it is. It's in its sleeve, in its plastic sleeve right now, but it's called Music. There is GDB's signature. And if you haven't checked out her artwork, please do. Her information will be in the description box. But yes, so I just wanted to make sure that the recipient received this art print, even though it's not gonna be in the pocket of the front cover. So I had to decide what needed to be in the front cover if this was not gonna be on the front cover. So I was looking through my papers, um, and this image of fruit and cacti, nopal cactus there, along with this acetate piece with gold lettering, was kind of screaming at me to be used. I stitched around it and backed it with some paper from a Dollar Tree paper pack, as well as some stenciling, and that fits inside this acetate pocket on the front cover. So here it is up front. There's some Butterbee Scraps corners, some brown fabric that I got from a fabric store here in Chicago. Along the side here is some lace from Renee at Renee's at It Again, as well as this fabric on the spine. And this fabric I ordered, and I will put in the description box what Etsy shop I got it from. It's stitched all the way around. Yeah, so the recipient's interests are graphic designing, music. She is a DJ. Um, she is a plant-based eater, vegan, and yeah, so we'll get into more of her interests as we go through the book. Here's some Capital Chic Designs paper as the end paper. The first signature is starting with some paper from Prima. And this die cut I found on my during my travels. I can't remember where I got it, but I'm sure it was like discounted or something like that. But it works really well as the first page of the journal where Malaysia can, put her information, journal on it, put contact information if need be. Here is a coloring book page. I believe this is from a coloring book called Relax. The information will be in the description box, of course. Here's my note just saying how to use the journal. Here is a stamp on some like natural fibered paper. It's a stamp that was gifted to me by my neighbor's mom. Here is a paper bag from a company. It's called Fran's Organic Body Care, and I got some soaps. They had a kiosk in the BWI airport, and loved the bags and um, asked for more. Here's a journaling card. Here is a music flashcard from Montessori Factory on Etsy. Here's some Rhodia lined paper. Graph paper. Here's some piano roll paper that I've made into a pocket on this craft paper. And inside is a postcard from GDB. I'm sorry, not GDB, Curated Monotony, excuse me. I think that postcard was a part of a set, an autumn theme set, and the recipient's favorite season is autumn. Here's some music manuscript paper, and here is a rub-on from 49 and Market. The recipient's favorite colors are brown, green, and gold. Here is some paper from Paper Connection. It's Nepalese Lakta paper. Inside this glassine bag is a stamp, and I'll put in the description box what Etsy shop I got it from. It's an astrology stamp. I believe the recipient is a Leo, and it's French. It's in French, and I guess the translation for Leo is Lion in French, which means lion, of course. The recipient's animals of choice are lion and butterflies. Here's a notepad paper that says embrace your creativity. I got that from either TJ Maxx or Marshall's. Here is ledger paper from a ledger I found at Recreative Denver, a creative reuse shop. Paper bag. And let's see what's inside. Some colorful flecked paper from Dollar Tree. And this is a postcard from Daiso. There's some additional paper clips there. Here is a die cut that I was gifted by Renee of Renee's At It Again. It says a glimpse of who you are. And this is her coffee dyed paper as well. Here is a GDB card. When I asked the recipient, her interests, one of them was an exclamation of music, music, music. So I wanted to make sure I had many music themed items in here. This is actually lined paper from Daiso, but the lines are really faint. I really like it because I'm not necessarily a lined paper lover, but I can appreciate it, and I like that this is subtle. Here is some paper, some more paper from Paper Connection, and this is from China. Really, really beautiful paper, and that's the middle of the signature. I used some colorful rainbow hemp cord to bind in the signatures. Here is a lion stamp in the corner there. Here is another music flashcard. This fabric pocket, I got this fabric from the reuse market in Boise, Idaho. And on my travels, actually while I was at the laundromat. There was a bookstore right next to the laundromat, and they had these cute sticker books. I've gotten some Dover Little Activity books before, but I had never seen these, and they are cute. You know, I had to get it when I saw that. Let's see. Really cute images. And that fits right into the pocket. Here's just a journaling card. She's, like I said, she's a graphics designer, so I wanted to add some items with, different typography on it. Here's a cool page. This was gifted to me by Renee at Renee's at It Again, but it's a part of Jessica Rapp's paper pack. And the cool thing is that it showcases M, which is the initial of the recipient's first name. But it also has macaroni here. Macaroni and cheese is one of her favorite foods. Here is the lyre, which is a string instrument. Lyric, which is a poem, but also a music term. On the back here, there's um, another. There's another. Oh yeah, lute is another musical instrument that's on the back. So that was really cool that this one piece of paper, hit that many interests of the recipient. Here is a clear sheet of paper that I've washi taped on top of this Tim Holtz paper. And that clear paper comes from a multi-purpose paper pad from Lin Chianing. Here's the other side of that piano roll pocket. And inside is just this cloth filling paper from Dollar Tree. Here is a leaf stamp from Creative Junk Therapy in Brandon, Florida. Oh, and this graph paper is actually purple, has purple lines, and I got that from the reuse market in Boise, Idaho. Here's a to-do list. This is from the Dollar Tree, and it has a little lemon wedge. The recipient likes lemonade. This has a gold rub-on this brown paper. Here is a coloring page featuring a lion. Here is an image. I believe this is from a book of photography. And it says, serving refreshments on the lawn. Note the graceful lines and pleasing proportions of this set of outdoor furniture. And I put this in here because the recipient and I, we didn't see each other on a daily basis because she was in merchandise and I was one of the musicians, so we didn't really see each other. She was in the front of the theater, and of course, I'm backstage most of the time. So whenever we would get together, it'd be either in the airport or at a meal table. So I just wanted to put that there. And here is a magazine cutout of some veggies, probably from a Daphne's Diary. And here is a digital, and I will put the maker of that digital in the description box. This actually is two pockets. I did get this material from the reuse market in Boise, Idaho, but there is also like a paper pocket, a smaller pocket where something can fit in the back of there, but this just fits in this portion of the pocket. It's really pretty. That eyelet fabric. And here's the back of that signature. Again, that's Prima paper. This paper, I think, is from a Recollections paper pad. I made a pocket with some wax paper that was in that multi-purpose paper pad from Lin Qianing, and just put some journaling cards in the front. There are 2 pockets. And this postcard I got from Goodwill in the back. Here's some butterfly paper. And in this pocket is a journaling card from Stamperia. Some Prima paper. That's in a journaling card shape. And this greeting card is called The Train Station. The artwork, rather. Of course, there's travel themed items in here since we met on tour. Let's see there. There we go. Here is a tuck spot. The image is speakers. And I got this book from Five Below. It was the first time I had experienced a Five Below, and it's awesome. And this book had just some prompts, pages that I cut out. Just tucked in there. And this is on some handmade paper from Paper Garden LA. It's like a light green color. Feels really nice. This paper is vintage typewriter paper I found at the Reused Market in Boise, Idaho. Just stamped a Stamperia stamp on the corner. This is some graph paper from Daiso. Here is an eco-dyed, I believe is a file folder maybe. It's thicker paper from Rosemary Morris. Really lovely. This fabric was gifted to me by my friend's mom, and I backed it on some canvas and made it into a tuck spot. And there's just 2 more of those sheets from that book. From Five Below. Here's ledger paper. This is a cool paper I got from a magazine on wellness, I believe. And it has these flowers, and the recipient likes to walk in gardens. But it's cool because it tells you how to use it as an edible food. Or as an edible. Here is a music flashcard that is the low C, the lowest string on the cello. Here is a word flashcard that I believe I got from. I believe I got this one from a creative reuse shop here in Chicago, or a secondhand store in Chicago called the Brown Elephant. Here is a cool page. I believe it's a catalog page, and I got that from Renee. And I've had this scrapbook paper forever. Looks like some bassoon and bass clarinet and saxophone on there, and I just backed it with some brown paper, craft paper. This paper is a Japanese, and that's from Paper Connection as well. It's textured on this side and smooth on the other. This digital comes from Tanya Samuels, Let's Design Creative. Really beautiful, and I believe it's her typography digital kit. This greeting card there's a funny story about this greeting card. I actually found these greeting cards at the reused market in Boise, Idaho. It was just in a miscellaneous pile that they were just like, free to take. And then when I got home, oh, there's a nice butterfly envelope that came with it. Then when I got home, I got this lovely happy mail from Cameron at Lotus and Nightshade, and she had these cards in there. It was just a week apart from finding those cards at in Boise, Idaho, and then receiving more of them from Cameron. So I'm really glad that she sent me some more, and we had never discussed it. It was just a happy happenstance. Here's the middle of the signature. Oh, and this says compassion on the side here. Really lovely. And hope. And here's a Bisa Butler postcard of her artwork on quilts. I got a chance to see her exhibit here in Chicago, and I was just blown away. Here's some more Nepalese Lacta paper. Here is a sheet from another book that I found at Five Below. More prompts, journaling prompts, and it's blank on the back. Oops. Let's see, blank on the back. Just gave her a whole sheet of stickers from Dollar Tree. Here is a guest check. You Are Beautiful sticker that's holographic, and another die cut from Renee. Here is a coin envelope from Daiso, and I have no idea what I put inside. Let's look. Let's see. Ah, okay, cool. Here's another music flashcard from Montessori Factory. Here is an eco-dyed envelope from Rosemary Morris. So pretty. And I believe this is just some Rhodia lined paper. This page comes from an old Jet magazine from 1994, and Jeanne was a popular two-woman singing group back then, and one of their songs is Hey Mr. DJ, so I had to put that in here, being that the recipient is a DJ. And this fabric pocket has this beautiful butterfly on it in the right colors. Thank you so much. And that's from Renee. And these two sheets of paper are from a notepad that one of our electrical crew people on tour gifted to his fellow crewmen. And I asked him for a pad, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, take two." So so I did, and that's just a memory of our time on that tour, especially since she's gone on to another show. Here's the back of that signature. I think that Recollections paper pad is from like a superheroes paper pad. This is Capital Sheet Designs paper. Here is a coloring page from the Madison Museum of Contemporary Art, and they had this exhibit of people of colors, artists, I think mostly black women. And there was just this area of the museum where you could sit down and color or read, sit quietly, reflect on the artwork. And this is from the I Am Wonderful book, which is really, really cool. And I thought the recipient would get a kick out of this because her hair is locked, like the image in the coloring book page, and it, in my opinion, the image resembles her a lot. So I thought she'd get a kick out of it. I did some stenciling here on the back of that scrapbook page. Here is some cool music themed stationery from Daiso. More coffee dyed paper from Renee. Here is a manuscript, children's manuscript workbook page featuring some lemonade, which is, as I mentioned, one of the recipient's favorite things to drink. Here's a light bulb stamp. Here's a beautiful jelly print from Magdalena at Fat Pickle Studio. Some digitals from Style 24 Designs. She aspires to be a music producer. And more handmade paper from Paper Garden LA. Here is an indigo ink dyed envelope, from Rosemary Morris. So beautiful. And here's another one of those prompt pages. Inside this pocket, paper bag pocket, is another Montessori Factory music flashcard. Here's a cool magazine page telling you how to dye fabrics using different fruits and veggies. Sorry about the shaking. And this is cool. On the back here, this African American woman, singer-songwriter, is talking about self-care. Here is Daiso paper that's now graphed or gridded. Still those subtle faint lines, which I like. The recipient likes to go to art museums, so I'll put this page from a dog sticker book in here. I've used that book in other journals before. Here's some washi tape with watermelon on the side there. I have some issues focusing, the camera focusing rather. Here is a journaling card with a record. Here is a die cut that I made into a tuck spot. It says, "Are we there yet?" And it has a Lin Chianing tag and a Rolodex card tucked in. Inside this paper bag is a smash book notepad page and a We Are Memory Keepers journaling card. Here is a Target dollar spot card. The recipient is wanting to have her on business, possibly have a nonprofit for children. Here's some ledger paper. I believe I got this one from Renee. Here is a paper bag that was gifted to me. It has these gold dots on it. And inside are US Forever stamps featuring hip-hop images, b-boy, MC, DJ, and graffiti artist. And she can use that for her snail mail. I'll put that in later. I actually punched out this hole to kind of give a peek to the rub-on from Dollar Tree on the next page. But then if you flip it over, you can also have this here where the recipient can put a sticker or a collage there. Here's the rest of that rub-on. And then I actually made a collage out of that cut out circle that became the base for this textured collage. It has some brown lace, some textured ribbon, music scrap, I guess you can say, from a Stamperia paper, and this wooden embellishment from Dollar Tree that I put some gold acrylic paint on. This was given to me by Renee at Renee's At It Again. I think this company makes vegan leather. So, and it says magic on there. I thought it was really cool. Here is a tarot card that features a lion and some more paper from Dollar Tree. Here is an acetate tuck spot from, I'm not sure what, it came with a pack of other acetate pieces, but I can't remember the company that makes that, but I'll put it in the description box. And this was gifted to me from either Renee or Cameron at Lotus and Nightshade. This is a Lin Chianing perforated stationery. This moon punches out. This is a lovely piece of ephemera from Jessica Rapp's paper pack. It's in French in different fonts, which I thought would interest the recipient. Here's some more paper from Dollar Tree. And inside this paper bag that I've left completely blank so that the recipient can write on it, a collage on it, stamp on it, whatever she wants to do. There's some lynching PVC tape with some butterflies. Really, really gorgeous. And this sticker that couldn't fit in the sticker pack that she will receive. That just says music on it. And let's see, putting that back in. And here's one of my collage journaling cards that says Squad. Those stickers are from Capital Chic Designs. This fabric I got from Renee. This die cut was made from a manual die cutting machine that I was gifted from Miss Mason, some magazine images, wooden embellishment that I put some distress ink on, this metal gear here. Yeah. And that is the end of this journal. Since the recipient was so patient with me in receiving this journal, I wanted to do something in addition to this one. So I made a companion journal. I'm just grabbing it over here to my left. And here's this journal that I made out of some Amazon packaging. And it's just the fabric is just the same as the back of this one. Yeah. So I figured that this smaller one would be easier to travel with. It has a button closure. Cool button. And I've stitched all around it. Inside it's fabric that I found at the reuse market in Boise. Here's some more eco-dyed paper, boiled paper from Rosemary Morris. This paper Ziploc bag was gifted to me by Renee. It just has a paper from Lynn Jennings paper pad inside. Here's some tea-dye paper that has a washi strip with some butterflies on it from 49 in Market. Here is a magazine page featuring some veggies, and on the opposite side is this wrapping paper that I was gifted. Some graph paper. Here's another piece of that multi-purpose paper from Lynn Jennings paper pad featuring some washi tape from Cookie Sticker Co. Let's see if I can just pull you down a little bit so I don't have to hold it. There we go. Okay. Here is some stationery from Shein. Let's see. And that's gold, even though it's not coming out so well. And some paper from Dollar Tree. I got this matte paper from Sea Salted Paper. There's some extra paper clips, some black bean dyed paper from Renee. Here's some ledger or graph paper from Sea Salted Paper. And I have this rice paper. I'll tell you the brand of it in the description box. And it has this record on it, so I just adhered it with some matte gel medium onto this page. Here in this plastic pocket is a Lynchianing tag and a journaling spot that I was gifted. Here is a collage tuck spot that has this button, some fabrics, a punched out piece from scrapbook paper, and this is some Midori graph paper tucked inside. This is a cute little magazine page from a magazine, either an Essence or an Ebony, that I was gifted by Renee. Here's some tea-dyed college rule paper, music paper. Here's a textured gold ribbon from the Reuse Market in Boise. Here is a paper from the multi-purpose paper pad, Lynchianing, that I've just washi taped onto this music paper so it can be lifted up. Some squared paper from Daiso. Here's a little die cut piece featuring the recipient's first name initial, and inside are just some paper bits, washi paper, and a journaling spot. And that just closes with that washi tape. Here is a quote by Pharrell Williams: "Engage and inspire, whether on an individual level or loudly within your communities. Talk about your accomplishments. Be humble, but not too humble. Don't be invisible." And here's a little piece that says, "Make your mark." Here's some die-cut journaling spots from Renee. This playing card also comes from her. And here's another one of those notepad papers from TJ Maxx. Get it in there correctly. There we go. I'll put it in there later. Here's more washi tape from Cookie Sticker Co. And on the other side of this envelope, that was like my internet bill brown envelope, which was really cool. Nice to reuse that. Some tea. Here is a sticker from Dollar Tree. I found this cool article in the Highlights magazine. This kid is talking about the butterfly that he assisted and named Survivor. I got this from Cameron at Lotus and Nightshade. Some craft paper from a book that I got at FedEx on sale. Here is a stamp, an office stamp that I got at Creative Junk Therapy in Florida. Here's some stationery, notepad paper that I was gifted from Cameron. Inside this pocket, oops, there we go. Inside this pocket, here's a little craft envelope, and inside is a slide with a little garden. Can't really see it. Just a little walking bridge there, and the garden in the back. Some stationery from Daiso. Some scrapbook paper that I made into a journaling card. And some graph paper from Shein. This page, I believe, is from an old Amy Tangerine journal that I just took the page out of. And here's some GDB stationery. And on the tab here, I just put a bowl pen and this charm of an eighth note. Here's a Prima journaling card. And some washi tapes. And this is, I think I found this at Target. And it's just color in the state when you spot the license plate while you're traveling. And here is a pin, P-I-N, and it's a little heart with some music on it. And here's the back. Thank you so much for being with me this entire long video. And this closure, I've actually knotted it twice, so as the book expands, she can undo the knots. And yeah, so there's that as the companion to this one. And I hope she really enjoys it. It was a pleasure getting to meet her and share meals with her on the road. Take care. Bye-bye.